Magic mushrooms legal in New Mexico? Well, not yet. It's a relatively new area of study for treating conditions like depression. Today, state lawmakers heard from the health department and UNM professors about their research and how it might work in our state. News 13's Natalie Wattis has the details.
Effects include hallucinations, change in perception, distortion of time, and the perception of maybe of having a spiritual experience.
Making psilocybin, otherwise known as magic mushrooms, legal is on the table for state lawmakers. Last legislative session, they asked researchers to look into it for medical purposes.
Psilocybin is a natural occurring psychedelic compound. It's converted from psilocybin to psilocin, which is the active agent in the blood.
Doctors told lawmakers today about the current studies underway in New Mexico and around the country for the medical use of mushrooms.
For psilocybin, it's for depression, major depression, and treatment-resistant depression. That's being fairly vigorously studied around the country.
So far, trials of hundreds of people are underway at UNM.
It's a therapeutic model that we're looking at. We're not looking at a recreational model.
Unlike cannabis, experts say psilocybin would not be for daily use, but rather used with medical supervision, possibly twice a year.
The dosing for psilocybin, in the research, and I think as they're doing in some of the other states, 6 to 8 hour session, comfortable setting with session facilitators guiding the process.
So, how should New Mexico move forward?
We looked at what other states were doing to try to figure out, what would be a good way to, what's the feasibility of establishing a program?
The panel offered lawmakers 4 paths. The first option, wait to see what the FDA does.
Our estimate is that 2027 is probably the soonest the FDA could possibly approve psilocybin. If they approve psilocybin from that, it would be approved for depression.
The second would be to approve use in supervised therapy centers like Oregon and Utah. The third, decriminalize it altogether and possibly commercialize the drug like Colorado.
There would be risks because, again, there's not that supervision going on.
Or lastly, have the state fund more research. Natalie Wattis, KRQE News 13.
Experts told lawmakers moving forward it will be important to ask the community what they want the state to do. They said it cost Oregon and Colorado between $4 and $7 million to regulate.